That's really good, motherfuckers. What's good? Really, work friend? What's up? I'm gonna deal with your ass in a minute, though. What's really good, motherfuckers? You already know it's your man, Chris. AKA Apocalypse. Still representing the squad when it comes to Out of Bounds Live. I know we the fans, you motherfuckers love to hate, and y'all see the world's dopest guard. 6 9 Back in the building. Hold on a second, y'all. Let me turn this down. Y'all know Facebook love the flag. They bullshit, so. Actually watching the replay of last night's game 3. We talking about OKC, Indiana Pacers. Pacers handling their business. Right, going up 2 games to 1. Setting up a more than crucial and pivotal game 4 for us tomorrow night. You know what I'm saying? Work friend, talking about what up. You see what's up. You know what I'm saying? It's Out of Bounds Live. It's the fans you love to hate. With your ghosted ass. And I know you up. I don't know if you're going to hop on for a minute, but you know you're more than welcome to get a piece of this action always. I'm just glad you're back home safe and sound, bro. For real. So, like I said, I'm watching the rerun of OKC, Indiana, you know what I'm saying, from last night. And I'm going to get into that, all right, because that's going to be the meat for a little bit, but I got to represent the game first and foremost, because there is more than enough University of Louisville Cardinal news to kind of, you know what I'm saying, to kind of discuss and throw things about. You know, first and foremost, you know, let's give it up. All right, let's get it up. I know, oh, damn, work friend, you hopped off on me. Is that what you're doing? See, ghost me on the live. That's fucked up. But, first and foremost, man, I want to send a shout out to the University of Louisville men's baseball team. All right, handling their business last weekend here in the Ville, advancing to Omaha. Y'all been seeing all the Peyton Manning memes. Y'all know the Cardinal heading down to Omaha for another trip to the College World Series. And while I am thankful, while I am appreciative, like I had to remind some fans in the Cards group, you know, with Dan McDonald and his, 12, 15 years at the helm. You know, I believe this is going to be the Cardinals' 6th College World Series appearance during the the McDonald era. Shitload of wins. You know, conference titles and whatnot. You know, got some guys playing in the majors, you know, for the last 4 or 5 years, and yet the thing that'll lose him is that College World Series championship trophy. Now, I already know what a lot of you motherfuckers gonna say off top. I already know how y'all are. You know. Well, Chris, he's been doing such a fine job up to this point, and blah, blah, blah. And I never said he didn't. I mean, look at his record. Look at his resume. Look at the accomplishments. There's no denying that. Flip side of that coin is there are also no denying why I'm appreciative of my Cardinals are in the College World Series. You know what I'm saying? I got to be a little apprehensive because, you know, it's like I might as well cue up the DMX. You know what I'm saying? Here we go again. The person I was conversing with in the fan group and a couple other people I've talked to over the last few weeks, I've had to remind them that as far as any sport, okay, I can't read what that says. What's that? What's that say? I can't, man, that print is so small, bruh. What is that? Huh? What's that say, bruh? Ah, okay, LC, oh, yep. Oh, yeah, forever, always. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody dissing the cards. I'm just bringing up the facts. And the facts are, this school, as far as the athletic program, has not hoisted a trophy as far as the championship in any capacity since the 2013 men's basketball Cardinals got it done. All right? It's like I remind people at work when I heard management complain about, well, this employee's not doing this and these employees aren't doing that. And here's the shit that I'm going to say and they hate that I'm going to say it. You know, when your employees aren't getting things done according to how they need to be done, at some point, don't that follow management? Like at some point, isn't management responsible for the failure of employees? Yeah, I already know. LC, well, yes, I'm saying forever. The print's so small, plus I'm already a little gassed. Man, you know what I'm saying? We never turn our back on the cards. Yeah, we will discuss the facts, and these are the facts, okay? Also, Coach McDonald, 3 years into your 22 extension. You know, it's extension you got back in 22, making you the highest paid coach in men's baseball. I think it's like 1.2, 1.4, 1.2 mil. 1.5 mil. You know what I'm saying? You're the highest paid coach in men's college baseball. Okay. And yet to remind y'all, you know what I'm saying? When employees fail, at some point, it has to follow management. At some point, management has to take responsibility. They have to take accountability. They have to make take the corrective steps. Roster after roster, year after year, now Cardinals going to their 6th appearance of the World Series, and with no title, you know, who's the constant remainder? It's been Dan McDonald. Hate me, blow up my DM, you know, cancel culture me. I don't give a fuck. I dare any motherfucker sit here and tell me that I'm fucking lying. Because these are the facts. That Cardinal men's baseball team has still yet to taste championship gold. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about the sweet nectar of the college baseball World Series championship. You know? And it's just another reminder of just how starved I am for a major athletic title to be won by the school I know and love, which is the Gang. Okay, of course I'm going to cheer them on. I'm going to root them on. I'm never not going to want them to succeed. Coach McDonald, this shit's getting old. And I feel shit like this is kind of trickled down throughout the athletic department. You know, even with the brilliance, you know what I'm saying, as me and Ant referred to him several times over the years, you know what I'm saying, even before Out of Bounds Live. All right, Dexter's Lab. When you talk about the mad genius, Coach Jeff Walls and the Lady Cards. You know, just recently last year, literally just last season, even with losing their top player, Anna DeBeers, you know what I'm saying? The Lady Cardinal women volleyball team was that close to securing its first title in school history. You know what I'm saying? I am starving for a title in regards to University of Louisville athletics. Simple as that. And on some throwback, heavy metal shit, you know what I'm saying, as far as the cards. And another trip to the World Series under the helm of Coach McDonald. I'm on some White Snake. Here we go again. Simple as that. Or the DMX. Here we go again. White Snake Metal. DMX had a here we go again. I don't give a fuck. I love all that shit. I know I'm a music junkie. That's why most of y'all hate me. Because most music I love, you fuckers don't like. I mean, even within hip hop, we are definitely not the same. You know, I digress from my point. You know what I'm saying? I really hope this can be the year for the men's baseball team. You know, and securing that championship bag. Come on, fellas. Come on, for real. Figure out a way to get that shit. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Work friend. Where'd you go? Work friend left me. That's fucked up. You know. But back to what I was saying, you know. Oh, wait. It can't be. Fuck.
Yo,
Is that the world's dopest guard? 6ix9ine.
that.
What up, fool?
What up with you?
Man, one, glad you back. Two, I'm glad you back because that means motherfuckers are mad that you back. You feel me?
Hey,
For real. What's good, man? Let the good people know, man. What's good, man? You know I've been yapping for a minute. Man. Yo, Cardinal baseball situation.
man, it's your boy
Let me go
De
get it.
Niro, man. We just saying, you know, I'm tagging along with you saying because you know my eyelids are dried out. I'm tired of watching Louisville as a program, and we can't hear shit,
What? Not as a team. What you say? Say it again. As a what? As a program?
man. As a program, man. That
Go
that
get
could
it.
be as far as you know. I'm monkey, man. Like we can even go as far as lacrosse, women's softball, soccer, rugby, whatever you want to go to, man. We ain't brought shit home.
12 years without a title, bro. As far as this school.
Yeah, facts.
And like I said, man, brought it up in the fan group. A couple people try to torch me, and I'm like, y'all really hate
Nah,
facts.
JV, I ain't driving.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all really, is that the homie? JB?
Yeah, it's JV. Yeah,
What's good?
that's who was he was at the crib.
Okay. But now go ahead and follow up your point, bro. You know I'll be yapping for a minute, man. Come on,
Yeah,
sir. You ain't been on for a while. Let's go. Go get it. Go get it, bro.
nah, but okay, yeah, we not saying baseball
Right.
didn't beat the number one team in the playoffs. We saying as a program, we haven't seen nobody we haven't seen a title since 2013.
Right.
And I mean, they damn near try to rip that from us too. So
Mm-hmm.
you know, but
And
I,
now go ahead,
I,
bro. Come
I
on.
feel I feel that where we at now as a
Uh-huh.
program, as
Mm-hmm.
in like getting that Kentucky guy to come to Louisville, I don't see what they
Uh-huh.
see now.
Bro, go get that one for real.
Like, what the fuck are we doing going to grab Kentucky, bro? Go ahead and get it, man. I'm just. That's all I can say.
No, I mean you dead on because when you talk about just not basketball, like you said, as far as this program, but specifically as far as this football, when did it become fashionable to hire from the infidels? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand that. Like
Right.
I mean, I know back in the '90s, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers getting their little jobs and shit. You were kind of considered a traitor. Left McDonald's to go work for Burger King. But come on, we're talking big time college athletics here. What other big name program, rivalry wise, or swapping personnel per se? You know, and I'm gonna have to let whoever catches this, and more importantly, athletic director Josh Hurd know. I don't know what kind of punk ass shit you and those cocksucking ass fucking administrators on down there for the athletic department. Okay, this is not conducive to the development of the athletic program. If y'all really want to take the Cardinal brand to another stratosphere, of course, on the court, or whatever a player field as far as the sport relates to. They got to get it done. They got to secure them championship bags. You know, what is not cool, what is not going to help the program in any capacity is our staff, different key segments of the athletic department being laden with those assholes from Kentucky. You don't see motherfuckers on, you don't see Ohio State having a bunch of former Michigan personnel on their staff. You don't see that with Auburn and Alabama. You don't see that with Tennessee and Florida. You don't see that with Texas and Oklahoma. Hell, even those punk-ass motherfuckers out west, even though they're the Big Ten now. You don't see that with USC and UCLA. Name me any major college rivalry where one school has a shitload of staff from their rival school. How backwards and just, man, it's Arrested Development, man. It just is. It's Arrested Development, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't trying to be negative, you know what I'm saying? Because the world's dopest guard was able to time back. You know, he's been on that long haul freight. I'm just glad the nigga's back, you know, which gonna make a lot of you motherfuckers mad, you know. Shout out to the homie Jay. My work friend dipped on me, ghosted me on my live. That's some weak ass shit. But I, you know what I'm saying? But still, speaking of Louisville, you know, my man, 6'9", the world's dopest guard. All right, big body. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Dropped a jewel on me, man, because y'all know it's coming. All right, third year run as far as the Louisville TBT squad. Okay, because now all y'all these TBT experts, which a lot of y'all really aren't and really weren't. So 6'9" and myself, you know, and he who decided to get, you know, placed on the waivers as far as the real KD. Explaining to y'all, that particular tournament we've been watching for several years, but now everybody in the city gives a fuck about it just because the Bill had a team. Fine. Flash forward to now year 3, one of my favorites. You know, particularly when you talk about the last of the Patino class. All right, you know what I'm saying? Big Ray Spalding. It's official. All right. He will be part of Louisville's TBT run. And once again, another thing I love about the TBT as a basketball tournament, they really encourage fan involvement. And one way they do that, you know, opening round, you know, what an opening day as far as ticket sales, you know, cities that reach, you know, so many sales, those cities get home court through the duration of the TBT. Okay. And once again, shout out to the city for the 502, you know what I'm saying? Supporting Louisville in this third TBT run and qualifying as one of those teams to get home court throughout, you know what I'm saying? I think he runs to at least a Final Four. All right, remembering y'all, it is a bracket style tournament similar to the NCAA, single elimination, 64 teams. Do your math, 4 fucking reasons. Winner take all. $1 fucking million. That is what the winning team, the player, well, the players, the manager, and the trainer. That is what it's stake. And once again, I have to remind y'all, on the court, the best thing about the TBTs at Elam ending, man. Especially for all you niggas that don't want to play defense. All you bum ass motherfuckers who don't want to play defense. And half the people who don't want to play defense in any form of basketball also want to do it. You know, and I gotta think, you know what I'm saying? Look, you can't do both. You gonna gun or not play defense. You can't do both. But anyway, Elam ending. All right. The Elam ending is determined at the end of the third. Well, no, the fourth quarter starts. And then what is it, like the 6-minute mark? Okay. The team with the leading score, the team that is ahead, then you add 7 to get a total score. That is the score both, you know, teams have to reach to now actually win the game. All right. I love seeing it in close game situations. I really feel the Elam ending emphasizes defense, particularly down the stretch. You don't want to be down. I've always said it, even with just watching on TV before Louisville got their first squad. I've always said it. If you're down by 6 or more, going into the Elam inning, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to pull that game out. You know what I'm saying? But Big Ray's falling. That's the big news right now as far as another addition to the Louisville TBT squad. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's good. You know what? If they can win a chip, even though they're in college sports, I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? Because we're starving for a title in this town. It doesn't fucking matter. You know what I'm saying? The Big Ray Spalding, yes. Like I said, one of my favorite players for the last Latino class, and size and length on the TBT squad for the Bill, dead ass. Who that is? Who's Miss Daniels? Toya Daniels? I'm trying to read that right. Tay Daniels. Tay. Oh, that shit weak as hell or whatever. Who is that? Tay Daniels. I don't even know who that is. But yeah, you can come on and troll and get smoked. I'm cool with that. I don't even go fuck. But I'm just saying, I'm excited about Ray Spalding for the Louisville CBT squad and his addition. Flip side of that coin, everybody went out over the weekend regarding Russ Smith and this alleged DUI, which driving no license, no tags. I'm saying? I feel cops gonna pull you over, whether you've been drinking, smoking, or whatever or not. Because you already on expired tag, non-registered, whatever the case may be. They want to argue 0.8 or 0.7 versus 0.8. The actual legal limit. So by the quote unquote legal definition, he wasn't drunk, which all right, fine, sure, whatever. There's been a lot of buzz that the two cops that put him over are actually Kentucky fans. If anyone can find some way to confirm that and get it to me, that would be dope as fuck. For real, for real. So who the fuck is trolling? Bull's not winning anything unless they get some new prostitutes from Vernon's Lakers. Well, I don't know who you are, T. Ray and Tay Daniels, with your Kentucky slurping ass, you know what I'm saying? But you definitely fucked around and found the right one, you know what I'm saying? If you want to try to hop on this platform, try to talk shit, you know what I'm saying? If you motherfuckers suck ass, always have, you know what I'm saying? Y'all are the Janet Jackson of college sports, particularly when it comes to winning some fucking titles. What the fuck have y'all done for anybody lately? You know what I'm saying? You motherfuckers so dumb. Last title y'all won 2012. And not only did y'all run that dude out of town, y'all ran him to somebody in conference. So Mr. TT, Tit, Tatas, whatever the fuck your name is, Daniels, trying to hop on this motherfucker when it comes to Out of Bounds Live. You know what I'm saying? See, we the fans, sports fans love to hate. We don't deal with that cowtown and corporate ass network agenda when we discuss sports and irrelevant issues. And the squad and those that fuck with us, you know what I'm saying? We're all the fans y'all love to hate. Kentucky fans, y'all just the fans everybody hate. Nobody likes you. Nobody. So your outdated Seinfeld prostitute material, don't fly her. Your alleged trash talking and trolling, don't fly her. We run from no one to nobody. You can sit there and type all night, buddy. All right, you're just feeding the flames. All right, you're just proving my point of the low-level imbecile that you are, and the fan base that you share. Bunch of backwood, meth cooking, cousin fucking ass motherfuckers. That's you Kentucky fans. But I'm gonna get back to the business. You know what I'm saying? I hate this Russ Smith situation. Whether it's Russ Smith or not. I just hate when just crap like this happens. You know what I'm saying? It happens day to day to average people, people I know, people you know. It's not in the news, and we understand and know why. So looking at it from that perspective, when you're talking about a cat like Russ Smith, from the time he touched down as a freshman under Patino, never really got in much trouble on him. I mean, the biggest complaint you heard about him is almost kicking Russ off the team because he wouldn't play D. But Russ worked and grinded, and I think it kind of worked out since he was part of the 2013 title squad and reminded Mr. Silicone Titzer Daniels, the last chip won in this state as far as basketball. Fuck with the feds and the NCAA and any you sorry ass cocksuckers got to say about it. It happened. It went down. Fuck y'all. Back to the business. Russ, you're older. You're old enough. You know better. Blah, 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 blah. Okay? You do, bro. Like, flat out. You're a grown man. Particularly in this city, driving under those circumstances, all right? Kind of rolling the dice, and you crap down in that regard. You know what I'm saying? So, charges, it's bullshit to be able to be handled, expeditiously. You know what I'm saying? I just hope this doesn't affect things as far as upcoming TBT run. And not only that, I hope it doesn't affect things in his personal life. And cats like that, I'm always going to cheer for it. But dang, bro, you gotta be smarter than that. All right, get it together, man. I don't know if you're going through something. I don't know if that was just some weird, sense of misjudgment. Maybe you really just didn't give a fuck like that. I don't know. But get it together, bro, man. You're a good cat. You loved and revered in the city, man, and throughout the community, and the contribution you've done on and off the court. All right, that's another reason it's kind of like when I first heard about it, I'm like, Russ Smith want to be you out? What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But hope, like I said, not just legally, more importantly, personally, I hope everything in regards to this matter gets taken care of, in a reasonable time frame. Boom, 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 and then just, everybody can just go on, get back to what they were doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to make this for time to get into the LMPD conversation with regards to this incident. Still back to last year as far as Blue Wallace Islands. I'm not doing that. I'm not addressing that part of it. That's a whole nother rail. You know what I'm saying? But still, shout out to Russ Smith, man. I hope you get it together, man. I hope you can get back for this next TBT run. Get that title. Particularly with Ray Spalding being an accident. You know what I'm saying? What's really good with you motherfuckers? Are you starved for attention that bad? Is that what it is? That is a very feminine quality. To starve for attention that fucking bad. But I know what a lot of you motherfuckers really want to get down with, and I'm gonna get to it because, like I said, I was watching the rerun of last night's contest. It was Game 3 finals, first finals game in the city of Indianapolis in like that 5 years. I remember that series. It's easy to remember that series, particularly when you're a Lakers fan. Back when times were good, just continuous, consecutive conference, but along NBA Finals banners being hung in the rafters. You talk about the Big Daddy Diesel Shaq, you know what I'm saying, and the Beam, baby. Y'all know, man, the Bomber, all right? OB. Back to what's important, all right? It's the game. And I got no problem saying it. That thing was pretty back and forth, pretty tight. If I want to say the beginning of the end for OKC, I'm going to say right around that 7-8 minute. I'm counting down the 8-7 minute mark. 8-7 minute mark of that fourth quarter. Okay. Indiana, scoring wise, where they got a lot of their scoring punch from. Huh? What? Who? Role players. I mean, don't get me wrong. Scoring wise, I mean, Allie had a solid night. I mean, come on, double double. Like, let's go. All right, 2010 a night in the Bible. Fuck yeah. Well, we talk about Matherin and Siakam, and these other guys, man. And I believe in the first half alone, the bench had 30 points, 34 points. Uh, and yet, even with that, it was still pretty tight back and forth, and I just feel right around that 8-7 minute mark. I mean, Indiana was already winning the turnover battle. They forced a couple of more key turnovers and a couple of defensive stops, a couple of transition opportunities, leak outs. They easy basket. It sort of looked like a layup drill for Indiana. You know what I'm saying? Al Reese's Halliburton's dad with some of the ugliest fucking jeans I've ever seen a black man wear, or any man for that matter. And particularly a brother that dark. As a dark brother, it's like, really? You rock that shit? Hallie told him he was literally out of pocket with that shit. I thought that shit was fucking hilarious, Back to the business, man. And the business is this. Whether I like it or not, because I can't personalize this. Still holding with my pick. I still feel OKC's going to make the proper adjustments going in tomorrow night and tie this thing up and go back home feeling good. 2-2. Hey, now we got this 3-game series now, Back to last night, OKC still had opportunities, man. And more importantly, to score without the fucking clock moving. How, as a team, missing so many key free throws down the stretch, okay? I mean, you can't ask for a better way to cut into a lead than with opportunities to score points, and the clock ain't even fucking moving. Oh, no. Break. Like all you niggas everybody who went to the free throw line for OKC in that fourth quarter, I bet all you niggas went to Job Corps back in the day. All y'all try to get y'all masonry license, didn't you? Every last one of you motherfuckers. Shea missed a couple. Jalen Williams missed a couple. Caruso missed a couple. I mean, it don't fucking matter, bro. That's not a player issue. That's a team issue. There was too many guys in that stretch that missed free throws, that could chop that lead, and the clock ain't fucking moving. And we're still talking 3 minutes and change left. Still. And you're in a 2 timeout situation still. Knocking on free throws, man, literally buys you time when you talk about proper clock management, okay? You got 2 timeouts still. They could have got that thing to, let's say, 4 points. With 2:30 left, 2:30 left, that outcome could have been different. I know what. Offensively, okay, so you better get it together. They better get it together. The lack of high-low action between the bigs as far as marketing and Holmgren was disturbing. Similar to game 1 when Indiana beat them in OKC. I felt OKC's offense was a little stagnant in the half court. When they're running their shit clean and crisp, no one can tell me in the half court OKC is not a better team than Indiana. The problem is OKC's talent did not execute in the half court, unlike Indiana's did. OKC is the better team. Indiana played the better game. That's a fact. That is a fact, okay? I don't know why people want to make basketball hard, man. It is like the easiest sport to understand, all right? You are standing there. It is so easy for me to guard. Now run me around, run me off some screens, take me on back cuts, put me in pick and roll situations with a ball handler possibly. And OKC didn't do that. There was a lack of ball movement due to the lack of player movement. That's how the ball moves in basketball, okay? Ball was sticking a lot, and what Shea did what Shea needed to do, all right? 9 of 20 night, so not the efficient game we're used to seeing from him, and then definitely not the point total. That lack of offensive punch from Holmgren, that lack of offensive punch from marketing, the lack of buckets from the bench, guys like Caruso, guys like Lou Dort, you know. Yet at the end of the day, I'm not going to panic about no 2-1 lead. I feel OKC's going to make the proper adjustments. They definitely got to better start both bigs again. Definitely in the half court. Get back to that high-low action. You go back to game 2 when OKC won. I think marketing on the high lows to the Holmgren, I think he threw at least 3 oops to him in that game. At least 3 oops. Okay? The point of having 2 bigs, you're not going to start them. Fuck that trying to play small ball shit. Okay? Start those 2 bigs. You know, Shea gonna do what he do in that half court. You know, but with that, get that high-low action going between marketing and Holmgren again. And Holmgren needs to find his shot too. I don't know what is going on with him. You know, a lot of people try to rail or whatever and stuff. And I know even as a big, he's not girthy, he's not big, you know what I'm saying? But as a face-up game and being able to put the ball on the floor at his size, offensively, he's got a skill set. He's got a shot. He's got a touch. And that's just going to have to be a big piece as far as beefing up OKC's offense going into tomorrow night. I feel they're going to get it done. I ain't going to front. I feel they're going to get it done. I feel they're going to tie this thing up and go back home tied, feeling good. All right? So what is at stake, though, reminding y'all one last time. First team to win 2 games in a row, probably going to win this series. So, prove me right. OKC, they go down 3-1 back home. Y'all know history for 3-1 for the NBA postseason. Y'all should know the law of averages as far as the history, the NBA postseason, and teams that have been successful coming back from 3-1 deficits. Pick around the postseason, let alone the fucking finals. You know, but not only do I feel OKC, you gotta execute better offensively, they gotta play harder. There's no denying, even in the game, Indiana lost. They got busted. You know, they got busted in game 2. You know, but they kept trying to make charges. They kept trying to make plays. You know, they kept trying to play tough. They kept trying to play gritty. All right, they were just literally outmatched and outgunned that night. You know, OKC's got to realize they can't just execute. They're gonna have to get down and dirty with these guys. Okay, they gonna have to beef up their physicality. You know, I'm not saying nothing dirty or flavor or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But they gonna have to play a little more physical. They gotta win the 50-50 battles on these loose ball situations. They have to out rebound them, particularly offensively, getting second chance opportunities. Okay, they just do. They just do. They really, really do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, feeling good, feeling confident. They're going to make the proper adjustments, particularly getting their mind right. They'll tie this thing up tomorrow night. You know what I'm saying? Go back home tied. We got 3-game series. Got the fun really big it for the final. You know what I'm saying? How's everybody doing? Everybody good? Hope everybody's doing all right. Father's Day this weekend, and looks like we're gonna get some shitty weather for most of it, man. Talk about rain and storms, yeah. You know. And then I gotta work the whole fucking week, including Father's Day. But I don't think we get time and a half for that. It's really lame. But you know, gotta get it done, man. Just trying to get this money. You know, stay out of trouble. Don't bother nobody. You know, other than chilling with my people or whatever, you know, when I get the time, you know, pretty much just keeping to myself as always. I don't have no problem with that because just feel good to be focused on some other shit about matters of importance. And yeah. 3 days in a wake up. Me and Angie will be married. And so fucking awesome, you know what I'm saying? But I guess if I'm making some parting shot, you know, with this weekend being Father's Day, and you know, for years everybody knows the folded joke, you know, particularly the hot meme the last couple of years. What is it? Mother's Day. It's like a buffet banquet spread, and it shows Father's Day and it's frozen TV dinner. Makes me question, you know what I'm saying? How is us as a society, you know, particularly here in America, you know, when it become just so fashionable to, I mean, this whole shitting on men movement and Me Too and it happened to me and cancel culture and all that dick fuck shit. All right, that's one thing. Okay. You know, you can't shit on a dad that ain't shit. So you can't shit on a dad. I'm talking about just a flat out assault as far as the assault on masculinity as a whole. You're talking about good, honest fathers. You know, and a lot of the ones that have to deal, you know, with co-parents, with an ex. You know, um, and just how a lot of those good dads still just get railed. You know, they get railed by the mother, child, or children. They get railed by the system. They get railed by their co-workers. They get railed by society. You know, when did it become cool and fashionable to kick the shit out of a man doing the right thing? Not the lanes, not the bums, not those dads. Dads that are there, you know, dads that want to be there. You know, there's a lot of fathers that want to be there to deal with alienation of their children. They don't see their children for significant stretches. Okay? And it's not just allowed, it's encouraged, it's cheered, it's championed. You're doing what's best for you, girl. And see, that's the point. You're doing what's best for you, girl. You ain't doing what's best for that child. You can hate that man till the fucking cows come home. Where the fuck do you wrongs, man? And knowing society, the court system, y'all use all that shit to weaponize, to co-sign your bullshit. You know, railing good dudes, good fathers into the ground. When did that become good? Tickles my imagination. You know, it really does. Because at the end of the day, it just doesn't make sense. There's going to be a lot of good dads that's not going to enjoy their Father's Day this week. And the women who do it, knowing they're backed by a bullshit system, and they get to weaponize whatever the fuck they feel like. They get to weaponize the children. And reminding y'all, coincidentally, that those laws, that part of course is set up men, yet a bunch of betas, a bunch of pussies. So on my part in shot, man, this is for the stand-up dads, the ones that know, and people around them know they get the raw deal. Yeah. A lot of you same people, y'all won't lift a finger to help that man. You know, whether it's support, something as simple as, I don't know, taking him a meal, something, you know, a sack of some gas. Well, now most of y'all think y'all got gas. It's still dead. But my point is, a lot of those stand-up dads that are getting railed this weekend being the ultimate reminder of that railing they're going through still, that shit sucks. You know, not just me, myself, talk about the communities for that about live, you know what I'm saying? There are plenty of men and good women. It's contrary to belief, there's a lot of good women, you know what I'm saying, that hear that plight. There's a lot of good women that's with dudes like that. And they see firsthand that man going through what he's going through. We're all talking about you should fight if you want to see your kids. You shouldn't have to fight. That's the fucking point. You shouldn't have to fight. You know, that's a stand-up dude. You know he a stand-up dude. Y'all ain't work out, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you want to rail that, you want to rail a good man and a good father. You love your child so much, you will keep them from their father. Yeah, all right. You love you so much. And to keep it all way real. A lot of you bras on that bullshit, you hate that man more than you love your child. So in the meantime, between time, it is your man, Chris, aka Apocalypse. Back at it again, y'all. I won.